Hello, my name is Alison Short, and I'm the Regional Liaison Representative for Australia and New Zealand to the Council of the World Federation of Music Therapy. I come from Australia and I work at Western Sydney University, and I fulfil a number of other different roles as well. But first, I would like to start by acknowledging the country that I'm coming from with respect to Aboriginal cultural protocol, and out of recognition for its campuses that occupy the traditional lands. Western Sydney University acknowledges the Darug, Eora, Darawal, often called Tarawal, and Wiradjuri peoples, and thank them for their support of our work on their lands in Greater Western Sydney and beyond. On the right here, you see a beautiful depiction, which is essentially a map of the different campuses that Western Sydney University occupies, but within the Tree of Knowledge depiction, lovely artwork, and you'll see below a map that shows the different campuses. You can see how it's echoed there. We further recognise the valuable contributions of Indigenous peoples from around the world to both Australian and global societies, and pay respect to elders past, present, and emerging who to contribute their knowledge and experience to future generations. So, a little bit about me. So, I was in the first music therapy course ever in Australia at the University of Melbourne. I then did my master's degree in music therapy at New York University and came back to Australia to do my PhD at the University of Technology in Sydney. At the time, there was no formal music therapy program, and so I did my PhD in Australia. I did my PhD with nursing, midwifery and health, graduating in 2003. I also have specialist training in guided imagery and music, the Bonnie method, and I was the first primary trainer in the Southern Hemisphere, also helping with starting the graduate diploma in GIM at the University of Melbourne. Way back when. I've been a registered music therapist for a very long time and worked as a music therapist. I'm also a board certified music therapist from America, and that was obviously related to my training in the USA. My work experience is mostly with adults, so I've done a little work with children, and it's been mostly around mental health, palliative care, aged care, and of course GIM private practice, which covered a whole range of different types of issues. I've also been a healthcare researcher for 10 years or so, mostly around medical and nursing projects, and I'm currently senior lecturer with the Master of Creative Music Therapy at Western Sydney University, and linked to a whole lot of different research groups within the university. I also, in the last couple of years, have been academic advisor for the large cluster, health and medicine cluster in the university. The university breaks into three essentially colleges or clusters. So I was involved with that as a secondment. I'm very actively involved in peak and industry bodies. I'm a past president and honorary life member of both the Australian Music Therapy Association and the Music and Imagery Association of Australia. And I've led and continue to lead a number of different groups and participate in industry groups such as the Southwestern Sydney Health and Arts Reference Group, and indeed a review of all of New South Wales Health arts programs. Internationally, I do and talk about music therapy and GIM. I write quite a bit, and I'm a research supervisor for higher degree research students such as PhD. I'm involved in grants and all sorts of strategic planning. So this World Federation of Music Therapy region, Australia and New Zealand, just to tell you a little bit about that, there are music therapy professional bodies and training programs and accreditation processes which are very well established in Australia and New Zealand. For example, in Australia, it started in 1975 with our beginning of our association. So the bodies include the Australian Music Therapy Association, the Music Therapy New Zealand, and the Music and Imagery Association of Australia. Member benefits include regular conference attendance and, of course, a reduced attendance, and publications such as the Australian Journal of Music Therapy and the New Zealand Journal of Music Therapy. There's many regional music therapists, and they're active in both locally and in the international arena, and many international collaborations exist around education, research, and publications. In addition, this region impacts the worldwide context of music therapy by providing training to many international students from many countries around the world, with training continuing despite the pandemic challenges, and we did what we could to support everyone. So, thinking towards the future, during my 3-year term, I expect to represent the needs of regional music therapy to the Council through knowledge of the local and international context. I expect to foster collaborative linkage to support music therapy development in many ways, both within and outside of the region. I expect to speak to the needs of international music therapists trained in the region and returning to their home country after study and practice, and certainly have experience of that in the teaching that I've done and my own experience from studying overseas. I also expect to work together with other World Federation Council members to further develop music therapy profession around the world. Here are some contact details for me, and I encourage you to talk to me about the World Federation and about regional music therapy issues, especially around research, education, and practice, which covers just about everything. Thank you, and I look forward to talking with you.